Japan is renowned for its breathtaking beauty, from serene Buddhist temples and cherry blossoms to awe-inspiring natural landscapes. However, the country's culture also holds a deep fascination with the mystical and paranormal. This connection has given birth to a fascinating collection of myths and legends, many linked to real-life, eerie locations said to possess an otherworldly presence. Here are some of the creepiest places in Japan. Himeji Castle and the Legend of Okiku. Himeji Castle, perched on Hayama Hill in Hyogo Prefecture, is one of Japan's most stunning landmarks. Built in 1346, it has been rebuilt several times and survived both World War II bombings and frequent natural disasters. Known for its striking white roofs that resemble a bird's wings, it's also called the White Heron Castle. While it draws many tourists for its beauty and history, some seek a darker experience. Fans of the horror film The Ring may not know that it's inspired by the legend of Himeji Castle. The tale tells of Okiku, a young girl wrongfully accused of theft and executed at the castle. Okiku had served a samurai plotting a rebellion, and after hearing of it, she informed her lover, preventing the uprising. In revenge, her master planted stolen treasure in her room and falsely accused her. The punishment for theft was death, and Okiku's body was cast into a well. Since then, her anguished cries have echoed from the well as she counts plates. Visitors now peer into the well, hoping to hear her mournful wails. The haunted Kishan Hospital. In Kanagawa Prefecture, just outside Odawara, stands the Kishan Hospital, known for its ghostly legends. Built in 1996, it closed in 2002 due to financial issues. Instead of demolishing it, the owners left the hospital standing, attracting paranormal enthusiasts. This four-story building, complete with a parking lot and small garden, still holds traces of its past. However, visitors aren't here to admire the decay, they come to seek spirits. Two main legends surround the haunting. One claims the hospital was built on cursed ground that once held a monk's temple and cemetery. The owners, prioritizing profit, disturbed the spirits, invoking their wrath. The second story suggests secret human experiments were conducted there for 6 years. When the project ended, the hospital closed, but the victims' souls allegedly remained. Locals also speak of a malevolent yokai spirit that haunts the site, sometimes appearing as a black cat with glowing red eyes. With such chilling tales, it's no surprise ghost hunters flock to the abandoned hospital. The cursed lake of Aokigahara. At the base of Mount Fuji lies Aokigahara, also known as the Sea of Trees. This dense forest, though beautiful, is steeped in dark history and folklore. Known as a place where people often come to end their lives, it carries a heavy emotional burden, with every case involving someone traveling here to commit suicide. The thick trees and eerie silence add to its reputation as one of Japan's most haunted spots. Legends claim the forest is home to restless spirits, and those who venture too deep may encounter supernatural beings. According to Japanese mythology, Aokigahara is where yurei, spirits of the dead with unfinished business, rest. While many visit for its peaceful beauty, they often leave with a sense of unease. Local authorities have even placed signs urging those in distress to seek help instead of succumbing to despair. Aokigahara's mix of natural beauty and eerie legends makes it both captivating and unsettling. The mysteries of the Hashima Island. Hashima, also known as Gunkanjima or Battleship Island, is a deserted island near Nagasaki that was once a thriving coal mining hub. Abandoned in the 1970s after the mines closed, its crumbling buildings and eerie silence create an air of mystery. Many believe the island is haunted by the spirits of former residents, attracting urban explorers and ghost hunters. Tourists visit to photograph the decaying structures and hear tales of workers who died in accidents and lives cut short. Despite its dark past, Hashima remains a fascinating destination, highlighting the stark contrast between its once bustling life and present desolation. The Enigma of Nakagusuku Hotel. Abandoned structures often have a reputation for mystical events, and the Nakagusuku Hotel on Okinawa Island is no exception. Locals and visitors alike share tales of hauntings tied to the site. The hotel was conceived by Hajime Takura, a well-known businessman and politician. Originally intended as a luxury seaside retreat, it was situated on Nakagusuku's hills to offer stunning views of the Pacific Ocean and East China Sea. Takura's vision included attractions like playgrounds, a pool, a water park, a nightclub, and even a zoo with African animals. However, the project never came to fruition. Takura encountered numerous challenges before construction even began. The land held sacred significance, as it was the burial site of local monks. Despite warnings, Takura pressed on. Construction started in the 1970s, but the site was soon plagued by misfortune. Severe weather conditions led to the deaths of several workers, including 2 crushed by a falling concrete slab. Some laborers even reported disturbing dreams of monks urging them to stop the work. The mounting unease caused workers to flee, and Takura struggled to find enough staff to continue. Eventually, the project went bankrupt, leaving the hotel unfinished. Today, the hotel is said to be haunted. Adventurers who visit report seeing glowing orbs, apparitions in 15th-century clothing, and yellow eyes watching from the shadows. Visitors describe an overwhelming sense of dread that lingers long after they leave. The haunting of Hokkaido. In Hokkaido, locals speak of a ghostly presence in an abandoned house, thought to be the spirit of a young girl. Many claim to have seen her, even during the day. Witnesses describe her emerging from the basement, climbing the stairs, and quietly watching anyone nearby. Her gaze is said to bring bad luck, with prolonged eye contact causing discomfort. While no fatal incidents are linked to her, some have fainted from fear. Descriptions of the ghost vary. Some say she appears as a living girl, while others see her as translucent. The cause of her death is unknown, with theories pointing to a fire or foul play. Despite ghost hunters' efforts to find historical records of tragedy at the house, no evidence has been uncovered after a century, leading some to believe the ghost may be a malevolent entity disguised as a girl to scare visitors. The haunting of Kataki Tunnel. Kataki Tunnel is considered one of Japan's most haunted spots, surrounded by eerie tales of ghostly sightings. Local legends link the tunnel's unsettling atmosphere to the Nanbusho period, 1336 to 1396, a time of fierce conflict between the Ashikaga dynasty and Emperor Go-Daigo. The area, once a battlefield, is believed to have claimed many lives, leaving a dark legacy. As a result, paranormal activity is commonly reported. In the 1920s, railroads, including one passing through Kataki Tunnel, were built. Around 100 workers are said to have died during construction due to harsh conditions. The tunnel, 444 meters long, a number considered unlucky in Japanese culture, has long been associated with supernatural events. Ghost sightings increased after a woman took her life in a nearby forest in 1990. Witnesses, who had seen spirits of men from various periods, began to hear disturbing female screams and report sightings of the woman's ghost, thought to be linked to numerous accidents in the tunnel. To avoid bad luck, locals rarely drive through the tunnel unless necessary. Those who must often wait for a red light before proceeding when it turns green, believing it keeps the spirits at bay. Drivers are also warned not to check their rearview mirrors, as they might see a ghostly figure behind them. The cursed Innaki Tunnel. Innaki Tunnel in Fukuoka Prefecture is known locally as a gateway to malevolent spirits due to frequent paranormal reports. Like many tunnels in Japan, it is tied to eerie legends, often linked to the tragic deaths of workers during construction. Dozens of workers are said to have perished when a rockslide buried them, which may explain the tunnel's haunted reputation. In addition to this tragic history, a sinister legend haunts the tunnel. It is said that a village once stood there, home to a clan notorious for performing horrific rituals. Among them was a brutal young man, obsessed with hunting and terrorizing anyone who came near. His bloodlust eventually led him to slaughter his fellow villagers in the night.